What is going on, guys? Epic Video Game Master here, and today we're going to be starting yet another new series. Now, do not judge me and do not fear. This time, hopefully, we're going to make it to the end. A couple pieces of good news. Number one, so I'm working with Maplestory to try to become a part of the Bean Brigade. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a content creation team that Maplestory has sort of put together to sort of bring the community together and put out some great Maplestory content. So hopefully that's successful. Number two is that I really hope that helps me and motivates me to keep making videos, because it's really not fair to you guys when I'm not making videos, and because I know a lot of you guys out there have been here since the beginning, and those who are still sticking around really like my content. And it's not fair just because I'm not motivated, you know, to not make videos, or sort of, I mean, I get it, like I can't force myself to make videos, but I'm hoping that joining this thing will help with that. Anyway, number two, this video is going to be something cool, something I wanted to talk about for a while, but haven't been able to. So I'm going to be talking about how Maplestory is related to real life. Before we do that though, you guys know how I feel about this song. Here we go.
There's a feeling deep inside. Let it be your prayer. Show me the power you can hide. When your fires all die out, all you know just turns to ash, and your life goes slipping, spinning into doubt. Sunshine trapped inside your heart, cold and lost and in the dark. Looking back on all this, nobody was there. Nothing left to lose. Gotta find the you that's hidden deep, deep down, and light the fire in yourself. Never be afraid to fall. Throw yourself into it. Victory's waiting for you. Go fight, show your energy. Don't slow down, no time to wait. Nothing's stopping you now. It's gonna be your day. Hopes and wishes never.
Alright guys, you guys know how I feel about that song. That is my favorite song. But anyway, let's get into this. Okay, so basically I'm going to be talking about how Maplestory can teach you the fundamentals of life. Now that sounds ridiculous. I mean, Nav, like a video game teaching you the fundamentals of life? Like, you must be crazy. Hear me out. So, number one, to level up or increase or get stronger, you have to grind. You have to train. You have to fight monsters for hours upon hours. At least in the older games, older version, it was hours upon hours. In order to get stronger, in order to upgrade your skills, get new skills, and in order to, you know, further progress your ability. And then when you get stronger, you use that strength to then get even stronger. So it scaffolds and builds upon itself. Now this is related to life, because when you want to get good at something, you got to practice. When you want to get good at math, you know, no one's just magically good at math. I mean, there are some people that are magically good at math, but you have to grind. You have to put in the time. You have to do your multiplication table. You start with learning what numbers are, and then you start learning how to add them, how to subtract them. Next thing you know, you're doing derivatives and integrals, and you're doing math proofs, and it just builds up from there. So Maplestory does teach you these fundamental skills from a young age from playing the game. Number two, they teach you how to manage your money. Now this is sort of something that's a little bit maybe overlooked within Maplestory, or at least in the older versions of the game. After Big Bang, but before all this new stuff, there was a time where free market was, even before Big Bang, free market was the spot to merch, to sell, to buy. You had to interact with people. You had to basically manage your money. You had to find good deals on equipment rather than going out and rushing and buying an expensive one. You had to know what was worth it and what wasn't. You had to know how to leverage the situation to sort of make as much money as you could within the game to then upgrade your gear and stuff. So it teaches kids a sense of like how to manage money in some ways, which I think is pretty cool. And the third thing I want to talk about in this video is that Maplestory teaches you a lot about yourself. So like, I find a lot of people's Maplestory characters reflect themselves, and you can actually learn a lot about yourself within that. Now that sounds a bit confusing, but what I mean by that is, sometimes we feel lost in the real world, and I was like that. You feel like, it's hard to fit in, or it's hard to do this or hard to do that. So then people will find their identity within the Maplestory community, and it helps them sort of get over that and helps them find themselves, which I think is really cool. Also, paired with that, you get some fantastic music, you get a great community, and overall, I just think the game teaches you so much about life and so much of things in the game that you can actually apply to your real life. Some of the teachings, although they're not on the surface, a lot of the teachings are sort of deeper, more hidden messages, I feel like. And so, yeah, so anyway, that's sort of what I wanted to talk about in this video, and sort of just starting up this Ice and Lightning. Ice and Lightning is like my favorite class, guys. I really love that class. And so hopefully I'm going to try to get on a schedule. We're going to try to do one video a week, because that's totally manageable to start. I think that that's doable. I think I can accomplish that. And I think if you guys support me and like the video and keep the positive comments, that it'll encourage me to sort of keep going with this character and, not lose motivation. And hopefully, Maplestory does accept me into the Bean Brigade, because I'm willing to commit and willing to make content and have a good time with you guys, because I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Those of you who are still sticking around after all these years of me just disappearing a bunch of times, taking like long breaks and stuff like that. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you subscribe, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also make sure you go and check out the Maplestory Red song for those of you who want to hear the whole thing, because that is literally, like, you guys have seen it in my previous videos for those who watch, but that song is like my life, man. I love that song. That song is what keeps me going in the game, or okay, maybe not that, but anyway, the isolating skills, as you can see here, some of the second job skills, you get a bit of a preview. But I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.